Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm live from my house, and today I wanted to go over laptops, man, because I'm a doom scroller, so I really binge on a lot of YouTube videos, and lately I've been seeing a lot of creators, man, promoting the framework laptop, and it's not a recent thing. It's been going on, you know, ever since framework came into the spotlight. So, I don't hate framework. I actually like their mission statement. I just don't really like the prices, man, and all the hype. I mean, I get it. Up having the ability to upgrade the laptop and repair it if something goes wrong. That's really cool. But honestly, when it comes to technology, man, regardless of how much upgradability you want to design into the laptop, there's gonna the day will come when it'll be obsolete, and you know but regardless of that, I really do like their mission statement, and what they're doing. I just don't really like the prices and the hype, because it it's kind of like selling snake oil in my in my humble opinion, man. Because regardless of how much they want to throw into the design process, there will come a day where their laptops will not be able to continue that upgradability path. And while it does slow down the planned obsolescence, or I feel that people should be upgrading their laptops every 5 years. I mean, if you can get 5 years out of your laptop, man, props to you. If you paid $1,000 for your laptop, that's what, about $200 a year for 5 years. So that's not too bad. Now, if you want to get 20 years out of your laptop, then I don't know, man. You know, it's doable. I mean, I have some really old ThinkPads in my collection. It's a small collection, but they're pretty old if you compare them to the new stuff that's available. But it's also doable. I used to have an HP DV7 3165DX. If I remember, that was my first laptop, and I remember getting it back in 2009, and I pretty much it was still usable up till 2 years ago when my girlfriend broke it. But that's another story. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, it's doable, but it does come with its negatives, right? Like, I remember that laptop. It was great. When it came out, it was fast. It was right around when I believe Windows 7 was at an all-time high. So it was a pretty good Windows 7 machine, man. It had de- I believe it had a dedicated graphics card. So yeah, it was pretty neat. It was a nice computer. Um, I'll see if I can find it, so I can show it to you guys. Let's see, DV7. And if you're wondering, I'm currently using a ThinkPad T480S to make this video. Uh, yeah, it was one of these laptops, man. It's an entertainment notebook. Uh, I guess that's how they advertised it as. But yeah, man, it was a pretty good machine. I actually like that I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. If not, I'll try to zoom in. The little HP logo used to light up, so it was really cool, man. It was back then when the MacBooks used to light up, the apple, right? So that was HP's way of competing with the MacBook, I guess, or making the HP user feel like they had a MacBook. But yeah, it was a pretty good notebook, and I got to use it for a pretty long time. It was actually my main DJ computer at some point, up until I ended up replacing it with another HP. So pretty durable, man. 2009 all the way to like 2022. So you do the math. That was a good amount of years out of that computer. So I mean, can framework do that? They probably can. I mean, it just depends if you take care of your electronics. But I was looking at their website, man, and I don't know, man. I have some things I don't really, you know, I don't really like. For example, the estimated price of this Framework 13 laptop with the Intel Core Ultra Series 1, I believe they start off like around $700, 750, something like that. But once, oh, sorry, 799. There we go. But once you get to actually customize it. If you go the DIY edition, you start realizing that it can get pricey. Like for example, this one comes with the Ultra 5 125H, and if you were to go with the Ultra 7 155H, that would put you up $310 more. So let's just say that if we were to go with the Ultra 7, yeah, that price quickly skyrockets. So um, let's just pretend that we're gonna go for the cheapest configuration they have available. On the display too, I do like that you're able to customize the display, but that's something that you can get with any other manufacturer when you're ordering a computer. Like Dell with their Alienware computers. You can also customize them. So if you wanted a 2.8K display, it would add up, um, $130. Honestly, unless you were doing like something really graphic intensive, I don't really justify the display upgrade. But hey, they do look cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. Now, if you were to on the memory, it's DDR5, 5600 RAM. So on the 16 gigabyte configuration, whether it's a dual channel or a single channel, the you don't get a price change, or an add-on price. Um, so I mean, I guess that's good. But 16 gigabytes, man, in 2025, for a computer like this one, I don't know, man. I think you're better off going with at least minimum 32 gigabytes dual channel configuration, right? Or you could also bring your own, and that'll they'll take off $160, from the price. Now on storage, the Western Digital Black to 250 gigabytes. Currently, it's out of stock, but I think that would only add like $39, which is not that bad. But I went with the second cheapest option, which was the 500 gig Western Digital Black SN 7100 NVMe. Now on operating system, man, $139 for Windows 11 Home seems like a bit of a stretch, but I mean, I haven't paid for Windows in a long time, so I don't know about you guys, but even with the none, the bring your own, that means that you're gonna get a pretty much no operating system laptop. Man, one of their cheapest configurations, it's still at $1,000, and well, they have all this cool colors, so that's cool. You can also choose the power adapter. Um, I guess the bezel, the expansion cards. So so that's pretty cool, man. It's cool that you get to choose. What ports you want on your computer, and that you can swap them out, right? If they ever go bad. So that's definitely pretty cool. But honestly, man, with the price, I don't know if it's worth it. To some of you guys, it might be worth it, but when it comes to buying computers, my biggest question and my biggest recommendation for you guys to do is to ask yourselves, what do I really need this computer for? Um, you know, do I need it for school? Do I just need something to type on? you know, do I need it for video production? Do I want to be making videos like this retard you're seeing on screen? Um, do I do I need it to be upgradable, or am I cool with just the way it's pre-built? Um, yeah, so that's the biggest question. What do I need it for? Because I feel that nowadays, all these YouTubers showcase all the cool tech and stuff, and it kind of sets the bar right for what you want to get with technology. But at the same time, I feel that a lot of people are being pretty unrealistic with their needs, right? And one of the bad things about that is that for people that they might actually need to do really intensive stuff. When a lot of people are consuming these high end graphics cards, components, computers, laptops, whatever. Um, it really spikes up the price for the people that really need it, man. And you know, not only that, there's people that really can't afford these systems, and they either get in debt or make a big sacrifice to afford them, only to not really end up needing it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a question you have to ask yourself, and decide if it's really a need or a want, right? Um, it's your money. I'm not gonna tell you how to spend it, but man, I'm 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 a really humble guy, man. I mean, you can kind of see my setup here. Not the best. So when it comes to money, man, you kind of want to get the best bang for your buck. You know. Now I see a lot of people buying gaming computers, which is great. I have one. They look cool. Um, when I bought it on credit, so I was making payments on it. So you know, it ended up being a little more expensive than I would have liked it to be. But it looks cool. But honestly, if I'm being 100% honest with you, man, I don't even use it anymore. It's sad. It's sad because it's a really nice MSI gaming laptop. I don't really use it anymore. Um, it pretty much just sits there, and the reason why is because I've come to accept the reality that while it is nice having all the power, honestly, for my day to day and the casual gaming I don't really need a gaming laptop, man. It's pretty much a waste of money for me, man. And honestly, when it comes to gaming laptops, one thing that I don't like about them is their battery life. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. And I mean, it's not their fault. That's what happens when you want to have a, you know, a really beefy graphics card, into a portable setup, right? So, you can't have one good thing without a bad thing, right? The yin and the yang. So, yeah, if I'm being honest, I hardly ever use it. I mainly use my ThinkPads, and one of the reasons why is because to this day, there's not one thing I have not been able to do with my ThinkPads, man. Like currently, this T480S, and yes, I have two cameras, using the webcam and an external webcam, uh, you know, to be able to show you. So this T4080S, man, in my YouTube channel, I went ahead and rebuilt it because uh, my girlfriend dropped it. Yeah, let's just say that and leave it at that. She dropped it. It broke. I fixed it. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, with this computer, man, I can pretty much do it. Anything that I need to do. Kind of like this video right now. I'm not really gonna edit this video, so it might be a little longer. So if you sit and watch the video to the end, thank you. Props to you, man. It's good that I'm entertaining you. But yeah, but if I wanted to, I could probably do some video editing. Mind you, it's gonna have its flaws. It might not be as fast as my gaming computer, with the video rendering, but it'll get it done. You know what I mean? It'll get it done. Now, do I video edit that much to where, this computer is really gonna, set me back? Nah, not really. Like this video, I'm just straight shooting it from OBS, and you can kind of see right on the screen. So yeah, I'm just straight up recording from OBS, and that's how it'll be posted. So any mistakes I make, they're here to stay. All right. So I apologize. As you can see, I am Mexican, so my English is not that great. I wish it was, but we haven't gotten there. Nevertheless, yeah, man. I don't really edit videos that much, so, and if I do, it'll get it done. A little slower, but it'll get it done. But yeah, man. What will you be doing with your laptop, and will you really actually be gaming? Like, are you a hardcore gamer to where you really need that power? Because nowadays you have really cool stuff such as Xbox, cloud cloud gaming, and honestly, man, that's something I've been doing personally. I just go ahead and hop on the Xbox app, and I do pay for the all right updates. Uh, all right, well, it's gonna update in the background, but yeah, man, I just pay for the Xbox cloud gaming, and I connect my Xbox controller via Bluetooth, and yeah, I'm able to play the titles I play, which personally I only play Fortnite, Warzone, and football club. Used to be called FIFA, but I think something with the licensing. All right, I gotta sign in. I'm not gonna do that live. But I do use cloud gaming, and honestly, that's something that as technology has advanced, now we have that ability to just stream the games to our computer. So that's really cool, because now you don't really need a gaming computer. I also do a cloud gaming from my tablet, my Android tablet. I do have it with you know um, 5G connectivity through Metro PCS. So yeah, I'm able to do the cloud gaming on my tablet on the go. So whenever I'm at work, and I have some free time off, just go ahead and you know connect my controller and game on for a little bit, right? So So yeah, that would be my next question. Will I really be gaming, or will I really be doing graphic intensive or CPU intensive work? Because if you're not, um, I would really ask myself the last question. Well, do I really need an expensive computer, or do I just need a computer? You know, in general. And if you do need a computer in general, man, I hate to be that guy, but there's really nice computers on eBay. Actually, this T480S, I got it on eBay for like, I think it was like $90. So no, I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Let me. Well, I'm just showing you some listings right now, but look, you can find some really good like ThinkPads. Like, look, this T480S, mine's the i7, but this is the i5 8350EU, and well, the bid was at $44. Um, let's see what the current bids. Oh, it's at 59 with $30 shipping. So I mean, if you're lucky, you can probably pick it up for $100. I think mine, I picked it up for like 100, uh, something like that. I don't think it was in this account, but yeah, I mean, there's some pretty good deals out there. And honestly, if you don't really have the money like that, or if you're a child and your parents don't really have the money like that, let me tell you that it's cool, and of course we all want the greatest and latest, but sometimes you can really work with some of these older computers. Like for example, I have a piece ThinkPad P17, which actually ended up replacing my gaming laptop. So instead of carrying around my gaming laptop like I used to, I carry this big boy with me. Oh, let me disconnect it. Yeah, this is my main computer now. It's a ThinkPad P17, man. It did run me up for like, I think I won it on the in the auction for 400 dollars, 430 shipped to my home, and man, it comes with Thunderbolts, two Thunderbolt USB-C ports, um, another USB-C super speed, whatever you want to call it, port. And the power adapter is a 230 watt power adapter, and the reason why is because this does come with I forgot what the Nvidia Quadro dedicated graphics. So it's not a like your typical gaming laptop graphics, but it does have some in dedicated graphics card in it, which honestly has been pretty nice. With this one, I don't do cloud gaming. I do have games installed in this one, but it's pretty much the same games. Warzone, GTA. What else do I have? Man, I wish I could turn it on, but this is just gonna make the video longer. GTA, Warzone, Fortnite, and Roblox. So honestly, whatever I'm throwing at this laptop is it's not enough. It's not enough, to really make it work. And I also, from time to time, I started doing a little bit of streaming on Kick. But yeah, man, it has everything I need. It has a SD card slot, to USB Type A's. I believe they're USB 3.1 or 3.0, so something like that. Has an HDMI port. So yeah, man, it has everything I need. Has an Ethernet port. So, and it only ran me up, like I said, like 430 shipped to my house at eBay. So honestly, whenever I'm looking at all these computers, yeah, you have strong contenders like the MacBook Air, 13-inch, for about $1,000. Same thing as the framework, right? Around 1,000, and they're good alternatives. I do give it to Mac. You might be able to get a lot of battery life out of the computer, but honestly, if I'm being honest with you, the current ThinkPad T480S, it's also pretty decent when it comes to the battery life. I've probably been able to get around 8 hours uh, out of it. So not bad considering that I didn't get this computer brand new. Um, so definitely there's options, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to make this video, just in case you're kind of like me, you're poor. Don't feel bad about it. There's options, and honestly, when you really think about it, you you might want it, but you might not really need that expensive laptop, and you know you could probably do better things with your money, because regardless of how much upgradability, not throwing shade, any manufacturer decides to you know uh, you know promote their product with, one day you're gonna have to upgrade, and you know I tell you what, it if you can get 5 years out of a laptop that's only gonna run you about $200, versus 5 years out of one that's gonna run you $1,000, uh, man, go for it. You know, and ThinkPads aren't the only option. You also have Dell with their Latitude line, which they're pretty good. Pretty good machines, man. But my personal favorite has been that ThinkPad. I feel like there's always gonna be parts for it. You know, you can always repair it, and depending on which one you buy, they they're pretty easy to work on. Like, for example, the one I just showed you, it has 4 RAM slots, so I think I can go up to 128 gigabytes of RAM. So that's pretty neat. And honestly, it's the NVMe drives. They're pretty easy to upgrade. You just open the little bottom panel. But even with this one, you just open this little bottom panel, and you should be able to access your 2 NVMe drives. And honestly, if I ever wanted or if I ever needed the graphics upgrade, um, I could probably just get one of those Thunderbolt ports. Thunderbolt to the eGPU enclosures. Via Thunderbolt. Yeah, I could probably just do that. I mean, yeah, it won't be as good as if I, you know, as if I was doing it like in a desktop environment. But you know, it'll at least be better than the integrated graphics. But honestly, with what I do, with what I need from a laptop, the current laptops that I'm using, man, they've been great, and I haven't spent anywhere near what a framework or a new MacBook Air would cost me. And that's just something to keep in mind. Keep in mind of you know what you want and what you really need, because at the end of the day, whatever money you save up, focusing on what you really need, can really help you down the line. If 2 3 years from now something better and greater comes out, You know, you're not gonna regret spending or on something that regardless you're gonna end up upgrading, right? And that same thing goes with the phones, man. I'm tired of all these phones and oh yeah, we added a camera button. Oh yeah, we upgraded the cameras, man. I downgraded because my other Galaxy phone had broken, but this is currently the S21, um, the Galaxy S21, and honestly, man, I've been using it, and I don't really miss anything about my newer device. I I I, I just have it here in the. I left it as a backup because I realized, man, with what I need to do with my phone, this device is more than great, you know. And honestly, the biggest problem when it comes to you know items becoming obsolete, the I feel that the biggest reason is because we let all these you know advertising campaigns dictate what we really need, because for some reason they sell you on the idea that yeah, this is better, yeah, you really need this. But if you're the average phone user where you just use it for social media and light pictures here and there, yeah, you might not really need that upgrade, bro. You know what I mean? um, Unless you're doing like some sort of video editing with your phone, or something really CPU intensive, or running like 30 Google Chrome tabs, then yeah, I get it why you might want to upgrade. But if you're like me, where you might be taking advantage of stuff such as the Xbox Game Pass, and just doing casual browsing like YouTube videos and stuff, save yourself the money, and don't fall victim to these false advertisements, man. Um, Everything's meant to become obsolete, regardless of how much engineering, how much design you want to throw at it. We will become obsolete one day. That's why we have to die, right? And newer generations will rise. So yeah, so what is the best laptop? So the best laptop, in my opinion, in my very humble opinion, is the one that suits your needs versus your wants. Because there will always be something better, faster, prettier, more RBG, more expensive. But really focus on what do I need it to do for me, right? And and that, in my opinion, is the best laptop. Whether you want it for Linux or you want it for Windows, or I mean, on when it comes to Mac OS, you could go the Hackintosh route, but even with the Macs, you can probably get an older Mac. Just make sure you do your research and uh, get one you know, that's still gonna have the software updates on it. Uh, I'm not too familiar with MacBooks, but you know now with their M1 M4 chips, um, you could probably get a pretty good deal out of an older MacBook on eBay, and you're still gonna have the Mac OS environment. But yeah, man, sometimes you don't really need that new laptop, or you don't really need to spend that much to get something decent. And All it comes down is to analyzing your situation and what you need it for. And there's options, man. There's definitely options. Um, so I hope you enjoyed. The little discussion we had. If you didn't, that's fine. But if you did, thank you for staying, man. You stayed while I finished my tea and I got to rant a little, right? So yeah, guys. There's a lot of things out there nowadays with technology, and as more and more of this AI and all these crazy things, keep progressing. I tell you what, a lot of people make fun of Chromebooks, but in the near future, that's probably all you're gonna need. Just Wi-Fi connectivity, and AI will be able to do everything for you. All you're gonna need is an internet connection and some sort of graphic interface to access all the power, right? So yeah, man. Who knows what the future holds? Um, but don't feel bad. Don't feel bad if you can't afford the newer stuff, and definitely don't feel pressured into buying something you really don't need. You know, take some time to do some thinking and some self exploration. All right. All right. Well, you guys have a good night. Thank you.